different. It's different. Look, it's different. It's different. I got a different type of.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Rob's Card Addict, episode 9. First off, big thank you for all of those that have been watching my videos the past couple weeks. We have seen a big increase in viewership. I greatly appreciate it. So if you're back, thank you. If this is your first time seeing the channel, we appreciate you stopping by and we hope you enjoy what we have for you. This week is going to be a little different. I want to try to put something up here. Look, this is all new to me. I'm trying to make it better. We're trying to work through it. I appreciate your patience, but I do want to make it to where you guys are comfortable with it, where we're comfortable, and I like the product that I'm putting out. I've seen other people do this where we put this week's topics up here. If I can do it, fantastic. If not, oh well, then we'll keep learning. We'll figure it out maybe next week or something like that. But it really allows me to organize my thoughts. So, moving first, this week we're going to talk about our weekly results. I think a lot of people love seeing, or at least I do, is seeing what other people are doing with their side hustle or their business. On a month to month basis, that's fantastic. You get to see some big numbers. But I'm also curious and wanted to talk about what do we see week to week? What are we selling? What are our big movers? What are the big card sales that we have? And what other things that we can find to look at in the results, not just on a month to month basis, but can we look at something on a week to week? I also wanted to start a new, I guess it's a game, but I wanted to start a new game called Flip Hold Trash. It's going to be where we see three cards. We're going to look up three cards. We're going to decide if we want to try to flip them real quick, hold on to them for a long-term investment, or throw them in the trash and get rid of them. There's going to be some interesting cards that we look at. We are going to keep it in a budget. We're not going to go and look at cards that we know we couldn't afford or the average person couldn't afford. So we are keeping ourselves at a budget of $100 for right now. We may go up in the next couple weeks or in the future, just to make it more interesting. But as part of the hobby, you are looking to do this, and especially if you're going to make it a side hustle. So I think it's a good exercise to take a look at. This week, we are kind of trolling because we got three people that people are really strongly emotional about in terms of collecting. So if you have comments, leave them in the comments section, please. Uh, Lastly, we're also going to take a look at the GameStop CEO's interview about him buying eBay. We're not going to look at the actual interview, but we're going to talk about it as well. So I appreciate you stopping by. So let's flip over to this week's results. All right, everyone. So here we are with this week's sales. You can see from the backdrop from last video that we moved. So we opened up the space. This side is more for the personal computer. My wife kind of comes out, spends some time over here. That other space is really where I do my work. And it's nice to have a breakup between those two, like to be able to get up and move and sit down. And when you're spending all weekend and all day in the same spot, it gets tiresome. So I decided to clean up. We still got some cleanup to do, but we're going to get this side organized. You're probably going to see me flipping back and forth as we continue to make videos. So it is what it is. But I did want to have some more space, and you may see that. So this last week, we can see here our sales. We had a total amount of sales of $178.57. 26 items sold in the past week. That is down. Both of those are down from the prior week before, but that's okay. We're going to go up. We're going to go down. Um, we just want to find some consistency, and I think having any week over $100 is positive. So fantastic. Glad about that. We had selling costs of $55.48. Total net sales of $111.85. Again, that's down from the prior week. We did split this up between two areas, $15 in auctions. So we still have some cards that we just put on auction just to get rid of. Those are still selling through. I think we got like 70 cards left. And then we got fixed price, which is really where we sell most of our cards, $163.51 through the sales there. So our biggest sell last week was this 2025 National Treasures Steelers triple patch. Rogers, Bradshaw, and Roethlisberger game used. We sold that for $90. We bought it. We were in it for 65, a little less than 65, but rounding up $65. So we did make a profit off of that. That was really positive. Now, there is one part of these results that I want to scroll down to, and that is the buyer insights. We can see here we had 25 total buyers, all of them first time buyers. What I really would like to improve on over the next year, or maybe even through the end of the year, is trying to get repeat customers. It's not something necessarily that you have a lot of ability to drive, especially when you're buying or selling lower end sports cards, but just to become more known to where people are coming back to you. I think we do a really good job on shipping. We do a really good job on how fast we get our shipments out. I think that's about as good as we can do in terms of driving that. We can probably do some more marketing, and I think the YouTube channel will help in that area, as well as getting some like stickers with our logo on it, or business cards, or something just to draw people back in and kind of start making it a brand, and just instead of just an eBay store. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and move into our new game that we're going to play, and I want to do this maybe every episode. I think it'd be fantastic. Um, is I think it really comes into play if you're building a side hustle, or even if you're collecting. Is, do we flip, do we hold, or do we trash? And by trash, I mean, do we sell? Do we get out? Do we not even buy it? Like, which one is the one you're going to get rid of and just not even deal with? So I'm going to give us three cards each week, and then I'm going to tell you what I would do. But please play along at home. Go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know which one you're going to keep for your collection, which one you're going to flip to try to sell and make $1, and which one you're just going to throw in the trash. And I know this week's is going to bring out a lot of people probably having a very distinct idea of which one they're getting rid of and which one they're keeping. So be nice in the comments, but let me know what your thoughts are. All right. So first off, we started with a budget of about $100. So I am keeping it, and I'm looking for cards between 80 and $100. As we are newer into this, our budget is not unlimited. So I want to keep it realistic, and I think that most people, if we're lucky, we have $100 to spend on a sports card. You may have less, you may have more. That's okay. But I think the general gist of it is going to be, let's see what we can take with a budget. Which one would you buy? Which one would you try to flip? Which one would you hold on to and expect their value to go up? And which one are you just not even interested in? So first, let's start off with this 2003 Upper Deck LeBron James rookie exclusives. Right now, it is on assignment from DC Sports 87. The bidding is up to $100. I will tell you, I looked into the past sales of these. These are selling anywhere from 90 to 125. With the NBA playoffs coming up or going on right now, it is going to drive some of the prices, especially if people are still in the playoffs. You're going to get a little bit of higher pricing. What I would recommend is, if you're looking to do this as a business, or even if you're collecting, do not buy cards during the playoffs. Buy them on the off season. Wait for the prices to go down. You can find a deal. There is no FOMO. The cards will be selling for the most part. If you find that card that comes up that you can't ever find, and you finally find it, and the price is not an issue for you, go ahead and buy it. But for most of these cards, especially this card right here, it's a PSA 9. There are plenty of sales on a day to day basis, week to week basis that you can find. It's not an issue. Go ahead and pick it up. So for here, this one, LeBron James rookie card, $100 in a PSA 9. Are you buying it and flipping it? Are you going to hold on to it and watch the value go up? Or is this one that you're going to throw in the trash? Let me know in the comments. Next up, we have the 1996 Fleer Michael Jordan in a PSA 9. This is the hardwood leaders. I think it's a fantastic looking card. Very good eye appeal, very iconic pose from Jordan. I think it looks fantastic. We don't have the budget for a PSA 10, so I think a PSA 9 is right there. This one was for $90. The ones right now, if you go on eBay, you're finding them around $90. You could probably again wait and find a better deal. find one on auction, maybe snipe it from there. But I think $90 is probably right around where you're going to have to buy it if you're not looking to wait and hold a deal. But for this one, are you holding it and flipping it? Are you waiting for the value to go up, or are you going to throw it in the trash? All right. Next up, and last but not least, is the 1996 Upper Deck UD3 Kobe Bryant rookie card. I love this card. I will already tell you this is going to be my hold. I love Kobe Bryant. He's part of my what I PC, and I love the hardwood prospects. They look gorgeous. They look better even in person. I am looking to pick one up. I had the regular Upper Deck Kobe Bryant rookie card. I had it as a PSA 8 and I had a PSA 9. I sold both of them. I don't regret selling the PSA 8. I do regret selling the PSA 9, but I'm hoping at some point to be able to get PSA 10s of this one and his other Upper Deck rookie card. I think both of them look fantastic, just very iconic shots and poses. So for you though, are you holding on to this? Are you going to flip it, or are you going to throw it in the trash? All right. So for me, I already said, but this is my hold. I am going with the Kobe Bryant to hold. Trying to flip, I think I'm going to go with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan always has an ability to drive prices. His prices have gone up in a lot of his cards, and I think grabbing him, almost any card is iconic, you can grab him and try to flip it. If you can get a good enough deal, his prices are really steadily going up. You're not really running much of a risk, and I think you can flip that if you can find a good deal for it. The one that I would quote unquote throw in the trash is going to be the LeBron. Two reasons. One, his rookie cards don't really have the value that there's iconic rookie cards that do, but he has a lot of rookie cards that there's a lot of them that don't really have value. And I'm not talking about his iconic ones, but this one is one I don't see really having the upside, especially right now. Like compared to Kobe and compared to Jordan, I just don't see that card specifically going up. And then on the flip side of that, right now his prices are probably a little higher with the playoffs and everything that's going on. So he's not the one I would pick. I would stay away from him, and I would go with the Kobe they hold, and then try to flip the Michael. All right, and finally today, I just want to go over the biggest news that we have in the sports card industry this past week, and that is that GameStop is looking to buy eBay. And if you haven't heard, I beg you to go watch this video of the interview for the CEO of GameStop. It's one of the worst interviews that I've ever seen. I, watch it for yourself. You tell me what your opinions are down in the comments section. But um, the questions were asked during the interview. None of it really made sense. I don't think he wasn't explaining himself well. The company's position is unclear of how they are going to proceed. It sounds to me like they're talking about issuing stock under their own company. GameStop would issue their own stock to buyers to finance the purchase of eBay, which is approximately eBay is about little over 4 times bigger than GameStop. So how that works, I don't know if he's going to go out and get a credit card to purchase eBay with, or what it's about. Like I don't understand the financial situation that they're in where they think they can buy eBay. Um, but there's been a lot of people commenting on it. The demeanor that the CEO has on the questions is just it just seems like he's not involved maybe in the day-to-day businesses. I don't know, but you have a company that just a little while ago people were bidding up their stocks as a meme, right? I mean, the whole thing started as a meme that they were building up stocks, and really GameStop was struggling, and all of a sudden they're going to go and buy one of the largest companies uh, for commerce because they think it's a good investment when you don't have the money to do so. It just doesn't make sense to me. This again, I think, goes to show some of the mindsets that we have in purchasing and financial is that it doesn't matter if you have the money. A lot of people think if you have the will, you can just go out and buy whatever you want. People going on to breakers and purchasing things that they don't have the money for, hoping to hit it big and not really having a way to purchase it. So if you really look at it, the CEO is just like all of us, except for he's playing with like a lot of money. Um, and we're doing the same thing but with hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars, and we're just racking it up on a credit card. So it'll be curious to see what goes on out there. I think eBay's got a lot of areas for improvement, but I love eBay. eBay has done a lot of good things for me. It's allowed me to get to a lot of people. It's allowed me to buy a lot of things that I wanted from my childhood and stuff like that. So I wish all the best for eBay, and I love GameStop too. GameStop's always been a pleasure to go in and buy and stuff like that. But I used to work at Blockbuster. Things change, commerce changes, customer changes, and I think GameStop is trying to find ways to stay relevant and change their business model. And it'll be curious to see what happens and what shakes out of it. So drop a comment in the comments below and let me know what your thoughts are. Did you like the video? Do you think it's going to go the way that the CEO for GameStop thinks it's going to go, or do you think this is just a fantasy or a publicity stunt? Maybe even let us know. All right, everyone, that's a wrap for this week. Again, I appreciate it. If you have stayed this long, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are attempting to keep bringing out an episode once a week. This is a side business. We flip. It is not my main job, but we are trying to stay consistent. We want to build that brand. So please let us know what your thoughts are. Do you like the videos? Do you think we can do something different? How do we make this channel evolve and grow and be bigger and better? We appreciate it, and thanks to everybody out there. See you next week.